हेलो नमस्कार। खुश रहो बच्चों। आई एम जेबीएन डॉक्टर शाहनवाज आलम, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर of Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today we discuss about most important concept of money, banking and public finance. Today we discuss about the topic of effect of public borrowing. Public borrowing involves transfer of purchasing power from individual to government and a subsequent transfer of the same to the individual from the government. Thus, public debt in one sense has been revenue effect and another sense has the expenditure effect. This means that public borrowing produces different effect on the economy or in Indian economy. However, the exact effect of borrowing will greatly depend on the sources of borrowed amount. It effect of national income and distribution. It is said that the net effect of government borrowing is expansionary. If loans are raised for productive purposes, scarce resources may distributed rationally. In another words, resources allocation will take place to serve national interest. Consequently, national income will rise. But if loans are raised to finance unproductive activity like repayment of loan, resources then may not be allocated in optional manner. Even then, the effect of public borrowing on consumption spending is likely to be less adverse. Again, public borrowing does not produce any significant adverse effect on investment. Thus, public borrowing can produce favorable multiplier effect on national income, often imposes tax to finance its loan repayment programs. High rate of taxes discourages people to work more, although public borrowing involves transfer of resources from taxpayer to the lender. The negative effect of taxes desire to work less, taxes are increased, produce an unfavorable effect on income. Because of debt, present generation obtain less of capitals. Thus, public borrowing is not necessarily expansionary. A lower lower rate of capital reduce production and productivity and economy. It is illegal that public borrowing widen income inequality. As far as loan repayment is concerned, government levies taxes whose burden are felt more or less by all, both rich and poorer. However, burden of taxes is mostly felt by the poor peoples. Rich people who lend money to the government earn more interest income than what they sacrifice by paying taxes. Here, inequality widen. However, poor people will be benefited through the borrowing program if the borrowed amount are spent for their uplift. Only then inequality will equality in some context. Effect of price level, whether the public borrowing is anti-disciplinary or anti-inflationary depend upon how the debt affect the money supply and how it affect the economic activity. loan from bank lead to increase the money supply. This will put a great pressure of price level. This this sense borrowing is inflationary. However, public debt is not necessarily inflationary in character. If public debt is used to raise income, unemployment, and output, the inflationary effect will then the greatly minimized. But inflation under the circumstances is unavoidable. Further, if government borrowed money from individual rather than the bank, then the individual borrower will be forced to curtail their consumption spending. This will then serve as good anti-inflationary measures. Justification for public borrowing. Today, no one believes that public borrowing is wasteful and undesirable. Public borrowing is an important tool of the government to effect the economic activity. Even government of rich country do not raising loans. It does not, however, reflect the financial weakness of the government. Unforeseen emergency, the government often resort to public borrowing to meet the unforeseen emergency like war, foods, floods, etc. Huge expenditure on these nation emergency can never be met by the taxation alone, particularly in poor country where tax paying capacity of the people is not too high. That is why a short-run emergency borrowing is made to tackle this emergency. For economic development, public borrowing is considered to be an important source of development finance. The state is required to build up industries, economic and social infrastructure. The inadequacy of tax revenue has led the government to adopt the borrowing policy to finance this activity. In this way, the public loan are used to productivity. Further, these economic activity in the long run are the revenue. Since they are revenue or payment income generator, government borrowed is justified. In India's 5-year plan have witnessed a massive growth of public debt for financing various development program. Planner over the year have realized greatly on the source of finance to curb inflation. Underdeveloped country are inflation sensitive countries. By resorting to public borrowing, government can siphon off the excessive purchasing power of the public in an already inflationary situation. Since people disposable income tends to rise, that their purchasing potential also rises. Under the circumstances, purchasing power of the people can be curbed by restoring to the borrowing by the government. However, some economists argue that is an anti-inflationary methods taxation work better to control depression. As a cyclical measure, government borrowed is justified during the depression's economic activity remain at a low level. The stimulate the economy. What is required is the increase in public spending. Public work programs are one such example of government investment spending. Under this condition, financing of the economic activity through the taxation is not advisable. By the increasing the volume of government spending, and economy can be stimulated, and government spending has multiplier effect on income and employment. Thus, additional government spending financed through the public borrowing may revive the economy from the state of depressions. Thus, the public borrowing is not necessarily dangerous. On contrary, public borrowing is unavoidable in certain circumstances. Thank you. In next lecture, we will discuss about method of debt redemption. Thank you.